Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was recently seen in the news. The Global Biofuels Alliance is an initiative of which of the following? Japan, USA, Germany or India? The correct answer is option D, India. Recently, the Union Petroleum Minister informed at an industry event E20 petrol or petrol with 20% ethanol is now available at 1,350 fuel retail outlets and will be available all over the country by 2025. The minister also announced that the Global Biofuels Alliance, an initiative by India with support from the United States and Brazil, will be opened to other countries for membership on July 22 at G20 Energy Transition Ministerial Meeting in Goa. The GBA is also being supported by major international organizations like the World Economic Forum, the International Energy Forum, and the International Energy Agency, among others. The GBA will have a three-category membership structure bringing together member countries, partner organizations, and industries. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is Atal Vayo Abhyuday Yojana is an initiative of which of the following ministries or institutions? Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Ministry of Power or Ministry of Earth Sciences. The correct answer is option B, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Recently, the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has been trying to create an inclusive and equitable society for all its citizens. Over the past 9 years, the ministry has launched several schemes and initiatives aimed at empowering marginalized sections of society. The Atal Vayo Abhyuday Yojana, introduced by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, is a comprehensive initiative aimed at empowering senior citizens in India. The scheme recognizes the invaluable contribution made by the elderly to society and seeks to ensure their well-being and social inclusion. By recognizing the invaluable contributions of the elderly to society, the government aims to empower and uplift them, ensuring their active participation and inclusion in all aspects of life. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is recently the term Tunicates was in the news. It is related to marine organisms, variety of flower, medicinal herb or fabrics. The correct answer is option A, marine organisms. The term Tunicates was seen in the news recently. They are a species of marine invertebrates with an evolutionary history from at least 500 million years ago. The limited studies on them reveal them to be weird creatures that come in an array of shapes and sizes. An adult tunicate typically looks like a barrel with two siphons projecting from its body. One of the siphons draws in water with food particles through suction, allowing the animal to feed using an internal basket-like filter device. About 3,000 species of tunicate exist in the world's oceans, living mostly in shallow water. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements regarding moon missions. 1. Flybys are the missions in which the spacecraft passed near the moon but do not get into an orbit around it. 2. Inlanders mission spacecraft are designed to get into a lunar orbit and carry out prolonged studies of the moon's surface and atmosphere. 3. Impact mission involves the soft landing of the spacecraft on the moon. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. Recently, the launch of Chandrayaan-3 has been seen in the news. It is India's third lunar exploration mission. Flybys are the missions in which the spacecraft passed near the moon but did not get into an orbit around it. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Landers missions involve the soft landing of spacecraft on the moon. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Impact missions are an extension of orbiter missions. In these, the main spacecraft keeps going around the moon and one or more instruments on board make an uncontrolled landing on the lunar surface. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is Salsola Oppositifolia Desfontania was recently seen in the news. It is associated with which of the following states? Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat or Assam? The correct answer is option C, Gujarat. Recently, a team of researchers has discovered a new species of saltwort called Salsola Oppositifolia Desfontania, a perennial shrub that grows in saline, arid to semi-arid environments of the Kutch district. Salsola Oppositifolia Desfontania is a species that belongs to the family of Amaranthaceae. It has been reported in the latest issue of Plant Discoveries, an annual compendium published by the Botanical Survey of India since 2007. The new plant species, according to the paper, is a perennial succulent shrub that can grow 1 to 2 meters tall and has a smooth, cylindrical woody base. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, who among the following started the newspaper Sudharak, that is the Reformer? B. Krishna Pillai, Radhakanta Dev, Dadabhai Naroji, or Gopal Ganesh Agarkar? The correct answer is option D, Gopal Ganesh Agarkar. July 14 marks the birth anniversary of an Indian social reformer and educationist, Gopal Ganesh Agarkar. Gopal Ganesh Agarkar was an educationist, freedom fighter and social reformer born in Satara district, present-day Sangli in Maharashtra. In 1884, Agarkar and Tilak established the Deccan Education Society in Pune. The society's members had to devote themselves entirely to the cause of education and teaching despite low pay. During his lifetime, Agarkar was an active campaigner for social reforms and believed in giving citizens their political rights. He started his own newspaper Sudharak, that is the Reformer, which challenged both untouchability and casteism. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements. 1. Section 144 CrPC empowers the district magistrate, a subdivisional magistrate or any other executive magistrate to issue orders to prevent and address urgent cases of apprehended danger or nuisance. 2. The magistrate cannot issue the order without giving prior notice to the individual targeted in the order. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, Delhi Police has imposed prohibitory measures under CrPC Section 144 in flood-prone areas of the city. Section 144 CrPC empowers a district magistrate, a subdivisional magistrate, or any other executive magistrate, specially empowered by the state government in this behalf, to issue orders to prevent and address urgent cases of apprehended danger or nuisance. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The magistrate has to pass a written order which may be directed against a particular individual or to persons residing in a particular place or area, or to the public generally when frequenting or visiting a particular place or area. However, in emergency cases, the magistrate can pass these orders without prior notice to the individual against whom the order is directed. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, recently launched, the Sagar Sampark is an initiative of which of the following ministries? Ministry of Jal Shakti, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, or Ministry of Planning? The correct answer is option C, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Recently, the Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways inaugurated the Sagar Sampark differential global navigation satellite system to strengthen the maritime sector. The DGNSS is a terrestrial-based enhancement system which corrects the errors and inaccuracies in the global navigation satellite system, allowing for more accurate positioning information. The DGNSS service will help mariners in safe navigation and will reduce the risk of collisions, groundings, and accidents in the port and harbor areas. The latest DGNSS system is now able to transmit corrections of GPS and GLONASS. The DGNSS significantly improves the accuracy of GPS positioning, reducing errors caused by the atmospheric interferences, satellite clock drift, and other factors. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the United Nations Human Rights Council. 1. It was established in 1946. 2. It is headquartered in Geneva. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, India on Wednesday voted in favor of a draft resolution tabled in the UN Human Rights Council that condemns and strongly rejects recent public and premeditated acts of desecration of the Holy Quran. It is an intergovernmental body within the United Nations system. The United Nations Human Rights Council was created by the General Assembly on 15th March 2006 by its resolution 60/251, replacing the United Nations Commission on Human Rights, which was established in 1946. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Its mechanisms include the Universal Periodic Review, which serves to assess the situations of human rights in all states members of the United Nations. It meets at the United Nations office at Geneva. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following participated in the recently conducted exercise of Southern Readiness 2023? INS Sunaina, INS Khanderi, INS Karanj or INS Vela? The correct answer is option A, INS Sunaina. Recently, INS Sunaina was at Seychelles from 10 to 12 July 2023 to participate in Op Southern Readiness 2023 conducted by Combined Maritime Forces. The visit was aimed at strengthening multilateral ties and enhancing cooperation through CMF exercise, which is a multinational initiative aimed at enhancing maritime security, countering piracy to ensure safety and freedom of navigation in the region. During the visit, personnel of participating navies from USA, Italy, UK, Seychelles Defense Forces and Marine Police, member nations of EUNAVFOR, were engaged in wide range of professional interactions, subject matter expert exchanges and visits. The ship conducted lecture and practical demonstrations on varied aspects of navigation, VBSS, basic and advanced training, maritime domain awareness and mass casualty evacuation drills. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Last question is, sometimes seen in the news, the Index of Industrial Production is released by which of the following? Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Planning or Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. The correct answer is option D, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Recently, the Index of Industrial Production for May was released by the National Statistics Office under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. According to the NSO data, India's industrial output picked up some pace in May to grow at a 3-month high rate of 5.2% compared to 4.46% in April, with electricity generation growing 0.9% after 2 months of contraction. The mining and manufacturing edged up at a swifter rate of 6.4% and 5.7% respectively in May. The infrastructure and construction goods output continued to drive up the index of industrial production, rising 14% in May after a nearly 13% rise in April. Capital goods production also accelerated to grow 8.2% in May from 6.2% in the previous month. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Sometimes seen in the news, the Scheme for Capacity Building in Textiles Sector or SAMARTH is an initiative of which of the following ministries? Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Corporate Affairs or Ministry of Textiles. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.